I'm going to introduce us to compounds without going to the book. Compounds, dvandva. Now, dvandva has two types. The first type is itaretara, and the second type will be samahara. So let's talk about number one, itaretara. So what is an itaretara? It is whereby it's a compound. And what is a compound? A compound called an itaretara consists or equals two words put together. So in other words, word one plus word two. Now word two will decline and word one will only take the stem. For example, how do we say without a compound, Rama and Sita? Ramaha Sita cha. So obviously Sita will decline because we just said that word two declines. So, and word one is stem. Therefore, we take out the visarga and we just say Rama because Rama is just a stem, right? You don't put a declensionity. And then Sita, okay? Now, there's two of them, is there not? There's two people here. So now what is a jewel of feminine? Site. Therefore, Site. Rama Site. What does this mean? Rama and Sita. If you break this down, you get Ramaha Sita cha. What about if you want to say Sita and Rama? Let's do opposite. What about this one? Well, again, word, no, hold on. So the first word would be red. Sita Ramaha cha. Sita, you just take the stem. Incidentally, Sita stem just happens to be the same as nominative. Sita, and then Ram. Now, which one would this be? Ramao. In other words, it has to decline like the second word. Ramao. Okay, so in other words, let me put Devanagari here. In other words, the second or the last word declines according to the gender of that word. The gender of Rama is masculine. Therefore, the entire compound declines like the second word. Michael, how would we say shadow is chaya and earth, which is bhumihi? So shadow and earth. Now, before you answer, you just think of, okay, so what is bhumihi jewel, right? So you go to munihi paradigm. Bhumi.
Chaya Bhumi.
Earth and shadow.
Bhumi Chaye.
Of course, that was a short I, right? Bhumi, because Bhumi is just stem. Excellent. Well done. Him and peace. Peace is Shantihi.
Sukta Shanti.
Good. Sukta Shanti. River and pond. Nadi and pond. Vapi and then cha, right? This is normal. This is without a compound. We all understand so far? Step one, you just simply take the stem of Nadi, which just happens to be Nadi also. And then you just put second word, but jewel of the second, right? Vap. And then what is a jewel of Vapi?
Yeah.
Vapiao. Okay, that's it. From the king, we'll use the Nirpaha for this one. From the king and from the boy. From the king and from the boy.
Nirpa Balapyam.
Nirpa Balapyam. Yeah, good. From the king and from the boy. Now let's do three of them. Of the child, of the girl, and of the man. What's the stem of child? Praja, word two. Of the girl, what's girl? Kanya. And what is of the man? Now, obviously, you're going to say plural, right?
Naranam.
Naranam, good.
Why plural? Why not dual?
Oh, because there's three people here, three components.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, if I had two, then it would be Narayoho. All the members except the last don't change. They all remain stems.
And Andre, Praja and Kanya, even when they are the stem, they are in the plural, they are in the long form.
Exactly, yeah. So it just happens that they're both in the long form. So it's kind of like, oh, you just put in nominative down, but it's actually the stem form. So don't mistake this for nominative, right? This is stem.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the stem happened to be a short, then I would just say praja without the long. Always put the stem except the last one takes on the declension. How do you know that it's saying of one child, of one girl, and of many men? Or it could be saying of two child, of two girls, and of many men. You see that? Because we don't have any information here. We just see one, and then we see many here. So this is where the context of the sentence will tell you, because the story will start, it will talk about maybe two children. And so next time you see praja, kanya, naranam, you will interpret it how? You would say of two children, of the girl, and of. So this is how you know. The previous information will tell you how many is it referring to. Is it referring to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000 children, etc.?
So irrespective whether it was of a single man or of men, it will still be naranam. Like in the sentence you've written of the man.
Yeah.
So irrespective whether it's a single man or multiple, it has to be plural of nar.
Exactly, because the plural is actually now qualifying the fact that there's 3 here. 1, 2, 3.
So it doesn't, even if you said of the men, it will still be narana.
Okay, so suppose you say, good, of and of the men, then you would still say naranam. Of course, now the context will tell you, is it referring to of one man or of many men? How, where would you find this context? In the previous information in the sentence.